Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for July. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are doing well. This is a general reading for any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius sign. We're going to take a look at the cards for awareness, for guidance, and for possible outcomes. I'll also pull a few oracle cards for additional information for the week. Okay, the first two cards I'm going to choose are for awareness for the week. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, Major Arcana. And with the Hierophant, this is someone who is, high up the chain, if you will. Someone who is experienced, someone that we would go to. The Hierophant represents the traditions, the structures, the conventions of society, in education, in religion, in the paths that we take, of kind of following the route that we're expected to take. So you may be thinking about traditions this week, and traditions can be institutions, the institution of marriage, of higher education. The Hierophant really goes to, these two people look like disciples of listening and learning from. You may be needing counsel for someone that you trust and that can shed light on a situation for you, can talk to you about something that a decision that you're having to make, again, and it can relate to these conventions and to the path. I'm going to come back to that in a second. So here we have this conventions, traditions, rules perhaps, what's good for the collective group. And here's the Ace of Swords, which is really a very powerful card. Aces are gifts or blessings from the universe. And this blade and this sword is very sharp, it's very powerful. It can be used to cut through nonsense. It can be used to examine very closely, or it can be used to hurt, to be blunt. This Ace of Swords, and with swords energy, we're talking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The air signs, we are talking about our intellect, how we think. So you are to use your thinking to help you either problem solve, thinking of new ideas, bringing new ideas to the table, new approaches, using your smarts. But also the swords brings clarity and for you to get to the heart of the matter. And so when we are clear on things, we are able to communicate them clearly as well. When we understand issues fully and completely, because we've studied both sides and we're dealing with the facts and not emotions, then you are able to really sharpen your focus and direct your energy. So for your awareness, you have some things on your mind with respect to traditional paths, perhaps. Traditional expectations. Maybe your own, maybe of others, and you are thinking about it. You may be thinking of new things or new approaches, and you could be getting resistance from, typical conventional society. It also could be that you're thinking that you are not thinking like the group think. You're thinking independently. So now I'm going to choose two cards for guidance. Oops. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands, wonderful wand energy, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it's your energy. This is about success. This is about reward and about recognition. Whatever you're doing, however you're thinking, it's going to lead to success. You're going to be praised. You may receive a congratulatory email, you may get a pat on the back, you may get a bonus or some benefit. The recognition may be all that you want, but you are going to feel success. And again, it could be a little small success, something that you've done for the past 2 weeks or so that's paying off, or a bigger success that's something that's been in the planning for a while. But this bodes well for you of success. And so we also have for advice the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is telling you, as much as you've been thinking lately, don't forget to keep your feet on the ground. It's great to have all this air energy and to be in your head, but it's also good to have a firm footing. The Queen of Pentacles is kind, loving, considerate, compassionate, and loves nature, loves abundance, and loves success as well. And she can do it all. She can be the nurturing friend that you need, and she can also be a master in terms of multitasking, volunteer work, family work, and the company business or the family business. So with this Queen of Pentacles, it's again, don't forget, in addition to your elevated higher thinking, don't forget the grounded, practical, reasonable approach, the common sense approach as well. This also could be telling you to be mindful of your resources. This queen is able to turn a flea market find into gold on eBay or on Craigslist or wherever it may be. She is crafty and resourceful. So let's pull 2 cards for possible outcomes. Possible outcomes: an expression, an offer, a message of love, the potential of love, whether friendship, relationship, love of a new idea, love of a new hobby. But here's a chance for you, if you meet someone, to have this a nice dynamic, a nice interaction that is caring, that is of concern, that makes you smile, makes you feel good, and makes you feel happy. The Page of Cups could be about, again, showing your concern for someone else, expressing it clearly how you feel. The Page is youthful, and there's this innocence with the Page of wanting more experiences. So this could be, you may be feeling the newness, the new feeling of meeting someone and having a powerful attraction. And again, it doesn't have to be sexual. It can always be a bonding of like-minded people, family. But creativity here, here's my cup, I'm offering it to you. The fish is the inspiration, to be inspired. Emotional connections, opportunity for an emotional connection. And then possible outcomes. With all the thinking and success, you may have to defend your ideas. You may have to protect yourself from people who may be sniping at you or giving you a hard time. When you are successful, sometimes people want to pull you down a peg, and you have to stand up here and you have to defend your thinking, your ideals, your beliefs. You may be having to defend yourself in terms of conventions, the things that you're doing, and how they're either in alignment with traditions and institutions, or they're bucking the traditions. Let's get some more information from the oracle cards. This is a meditation point or practice area for the week. Mother Mary comes to me, let it be. Love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Well, you know, it's a pretty strong message. As you're defending yourself, let go of the need to be right. Easier said than done. You know, sometimes your positions are worth fighting for. Sometimes it's okay to let them slide. Let's see what we have for messages for you, for spirit or emotional self. Choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Well, we are defined by our choices, and our choices speak volumes about us as people. So Sagittarius, you know, your choices that you make with respect to traditions, with respect to enterprise and how you think and your approach and your successes, you know, I feel that they're going to lead you to, again, the things that you want. These are two really strong cards with a little dose of common sense and practical application. You have opportunities for deep connections and for, again, the driving card of success. And finally, I'm going to choose a card for love, and we'll get a sense of the messages and the message for love. Commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So making a commitment is a huge part of finding success in life. Making a commitment could be following a traditional path, entering into an agreement, into a stable relationship perhaps. So a commitment, really when you make a commitment, you're more prone to defending your beliefs and to protecting your ideas. So Sagittarius, this is what I have for you for the week, and I hope that you found something helpful here and that resonated with you. If you did, please subscribe, like, share, or comment, and I thank you for your time. I hope that you have a great, great week. So take care, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.